Alright, so we're about to hit the road because I am going to go and try out this bad boy, alright? We haven't had a chance to use this yet, or to be honest, I have had a chance to use it, but I've been using the HJC V10, so we're going to go check out this. This is the ILM 109 helmet, and yeah, we're going to go and do a first road test, see what we think of it, and I'll report back to you guys in a little while, so let's get on the road. Okay, so like I said, first impressions with this thing, it is definitely a size too big for me, so it could be that could be some of the issues that I'm getting, is obviously this being too big for my head. The wind noise is pretty bad. I mean, the vents are open and whatnot, so there's obviously these two vents up here, and there's obviously one here. There's no difference with, I mean, I can't feel it really. With the vents open, there's not much difference. With them being closed or open, it doesn't really feel like that's doing anything. I can feel it coming through here slightly, but yeah, I mean, it just, like I said, I'm comparing it to a HJC V10, and I think potentially if it was one size down, then it might make a difference. But right now, I'm not really impressed, if I'm honest. Don't get me wrong, it's a great looking helmet. I think it does look a bit big on my head. Again, that could be down to the size, picking the size that these guys sent me. But yeah, I mean, it's all right. Don't get me wrong, it's all right for a budget helmet. I would suppose it would be fine. But if, you know, you're after something that's gonna, as a bike goes by, if you're after something that's, you know, not budget, then you know, don't be buying one of these. It does, I mean, it just feels. Let me take it off and I'll explain things properly to you, because if I'm honest, it's a great looking helmet. It is, and I love the visor. The visor's great with the pin lock and all that sort of stuff. How's my hair? Does my hair look good? Good. But it just feels cheap. If I'm honest, it doesn't feel like it's a quality made helmet. And you know, I'm comparing this, like I said, to a HJC V10, but again, let me just put you guys over here. Yes, you know, don't get me wrong, if you're on a budget, then great. You know, it does have all the fancy things, like for you, when you put your glasses on and whatnot, they can fit in there. It does have the cutouts for the speakers. As you can see, I've got the Cardo on, and it's obviously all intertwined into the helmet already, which, you know, is good. Didn't take me long at all, but it just, I don't know, man, it just feels, it's heavy. Don't get me wrong, it is heavy compared to the HJC, but again, it just doesn't feel, it feels, I mean, look at that, just look at, can you see that? The helmet is actually squeezing in, which, you know, is not good. That's not something that I'm wanting, especially when my head's inside. I mean, I reckon if I push that a little bit more, it would probably snap, so, potentially snap anyway. Again, that's not a good thing, clearly. And it's not just, oh Jesus, look at that, it's not just the front that does that. I mean, it just looks cheap and plasticky. I mean, these, they look like they've just been pressed in. It just looks plasticky. Don't get me wrong, I love the visor. The visor's great. You know, with the pin lock and whatnot, it just doesn't feel, yeah, it just doesn't feel good, man. I mean, the fact that it does that is a big one for me. I mean, that's crazy. That is, and that's supposed to keep my helmet, my head, safe and secure. Nah, I don't think I'll be wearing this at all. The wind noise, you know, like I said about the wind noise, how can I put this, is basically the same more or less as having a half helmet on. And I mean, that's a full face helmet. It's basically the same as having a half helmet on with a little less noise from a half helmet. And again, that could be down to the size, and if it was a medium, smaller on my head, then potentially the, you know, the padding and whatnot would work, but I can't see it. I'm just not impressed, if I'm honest. I'm not. And then that's bad, because obviously these guys, you know, these guys at ILM, you know, took the courtesy of sending me this, and you know, I appreciate that. But like I said to you guys, you know, I'll give an honest review. I mean, don't forget that, I forgot about that actually. You got the sunglasses bit in there as well that pops out, if you wanted to use that. But I mean, even this, just, it doesn't feel like it's locking into place, if you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong, this bit, when it clickers into place like that, that's absolutely fine. But I mean, would I probably use it as a secondary helmet? Yeah, probably. But I'm not too keen on that squeezy thing where it goes in. But again, you know, these guys were good enough to send it to me at ILM, and you know, I am giving you guys my honest opinion. Yes, they sent it me to free. The color scheme on it is fantastic. It looks great. There's, you know, it's a white with like pearlescent stuff inside of it. The visor looks great. The helmet itself looks like a really, really cool helmet. But you know, like I said, I'm not really into the whole this being so loose, if you want to call it that. You know, I love the spoiler at the back. It's a great looking helmet. I'm just not convinced that this is going to stop me from getting brain damage should I ever, touch wood, it doesn't, you know, happen. Should I ever have an accident, and I don't think, you know, I'm going to probably use it, if I'm honest. I do have another ILM helmet, which I'll leave a link to up one of these sides up here, which I actually like. This is a new helmet, so maybe they're still in the development phase potentially. But you know, the other ILM helmet I have is great. It doesn't do that, you know, the squeeze thing doesn't do that. So I don't know whether it's been made with something else, you know, composite plastic or whatever it may be. Yeah, I'm sorry ILM, I'm just not impressed, guys. I'm really not. I mean, you might have a decent safety record, but I'm not gonna be wearing that, I don't think. You know, feel free to send me a medium to change my mind. If you want to send me a medium, fine, great, send me one. I will test that out, and if, you know, I will eat my own words if that's the case. If it's because it's too big for my head, then I will eat my own words. But I don't know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But yeah, it's a shame, because it's a great looking helmet. You know, it's supposed to be a rival to a Rurok, whatever you want to call it. It looks similar, but you know, it may be on short trips around town, potentially I'll wear it. Long road trips, not a fucking chance. Not a chance, excuse my French. Not a chance am I going to wear that helmet. I just don't think it would stand up to safety, in you know, my safety standards, if you like. You know, comparing it to the HJC V10, it's a completely different kettle of fish. It's like night and day. The HJC just feels quality and is made quality, whereas that just feels cheap and nasty, if I'm honest. So yeah, it's a bit of a mixed review. You know, the looks fantastic, great, whatnot, but the actual thing that it's there to do may not do it. You know, save your head in an accident or whatever. Which is a shame, man, because you know, it's a beautiful looking helmet, it really is. However, out of 10, well, before that, actually, I did do an unboxing of this helmet a few months back, so if you want to go check that out, again, I'll leave it up here somewhere right now. You guys can go check out the unboxing video. You know, it's just tells you all about the helmet and whatnot, and how much it costs, and so on and so forth, and the different variants of this helmet. But out of 10 for me, now I give the HJC V10 an 8 out of 10, because I absolutely love that helmet. But I think I'm going to give this a 3 at a push 4 out of 10. And that's being potentially generous on the 4 side, which is a shame, man. Like, you know, but hey, I can't complain that much today, because it's beautiful here in Alberta. You know, look at that for a view. The rolling hills straight into the Rocky Mountains. But it's yeah, I mean, it is what it is. ILM, if you're watching this, I hope you take the points on board, and if you want to send me a medium-sized one, send me a medium-sized one. I'll read you the review, and we'll check it out and see if it is any better with it actually fitting onto my head. That is just slightly too big, and it may change things, but you never know. Am I going to keep it? Yes, I'll keep it for now, and like I said, maybe it'll be my third choice helmet, which obviously the HAC being number one, the ILM, funny enough, the ILM night helmet will now be my second helmet, and that one right there, this one, the 109, will become my third helmet, and I will only use it if needs be, or potentially one of my mates, you know, forgets the helmet or loses one on a ride or whatnot, and I've got a spare one sat on the shelf. They can use this, but that is just it's that. I mean, look at that. There should not be that much play in that helmet. I'm sorry guys, there shouldn't be, and it doesn't fill me with a hell of a lot of confidence. So 3/4 out of 10 for the ILM 109 helmet. To be honest, I would give the other ILM helmet a 6, massively, 6/7, but this one, no, not for me. So anyway, that's my honest opinion, guys. I've been riding around with this now for, you won't see this on the video obviously because I've condensed it, for about an hour and a half, 2 hours now. Yeah, that's my honest opinion on it. You know, I've done the slow speeds, high speeds and whatnot, and it just doesn't, I mean, the flow of air, like I said, you can't even feel it, the flow of air. You can feel it on your chin potentially, but not, these don't do anything. And when you actually open them, I mean, I'm looking at this now and it's literally, that's the hole right there, that's it. That's all you're getting. I mean, there's one little tiny hole there, and there's one little tiny hole. So all of this is just for that little tiny hole there. And yes, there is stuff at the back, like I said there, but I mean, that is just, that's ridiculous. The slot that, you know, is open for air to run through there is super small. It really is. And again, these at the bottom is super tiny. There's one there, one and one. So it's got basically 4 at the front there, tiny ones, and 2 at the top there, tiny ones again. And if I'm honest, these here, you would think that they were vents. They're not. They don't go anywhere. So I don't get the point in that, to be honest. And again, there is a bit of breathing going on up there, but I don't feel it because these are too small. I would say, in my opinion, these 2 holes here are far too small. That should be the whole of that, in theory, in my opinion, to actually make the, you know, the flow of air work. But anyway, that's it. Oh, Jesus, I dropped it. That's it. That's the ILM 109 helmet in white with the pearlescent green inside of it. Go check it out. You know, there is other videos out there. That's just my opinion of this helmet today after riding around for the last 2 hours and giving you my honest opinion. It's a shame because it's a nice looking helmet. But anyway, if you did like the video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. All right, and if you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you're ILM, you don't like it, then give it a thumbs down. But yeah, that's it. The ILM 109 helmet, the MF 509. I'm calling it a bloody 109. That's a Messerschmitt, isn't it? This is actually the MF 509. My apologies, the 509 from ILM. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever you want. And if you like the video and whatnot, and you want to help the channel, then please think about subscribing and go check out the rest of the videos on the channel. There's tons of videos for you guys to watch and enjoy. So I'm Stevie, the military biker. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are around the world, and remember, you'll never walk alone.